Do you know about depression, or is it just a word that you hear? Have you heard it whispered about someone? Do you think that it's just for old people? Have you seen the pictures on social media about it being beautiful? What is that? What if I told you it affects most American teenagers? In 2013, 14,149 suicides reported. Suicide accounts for the most years of life lost than any other cause of death. I believe that people try to glamorize depression because they don't and can't handle the truth. I have personal experience with depression. I was sick of the way I looked, and I didn't want to be a part of anything that included socializing, and most days I was dragged out of bed because I wanted to stay there and sleep. Then one night I decided I was going to change all of that. I hurt myself. Now this isn't something to be proud about or boast about, and I'm actually terribly ashamed of it. I've had professional help, and I still get help today. November 1st marks 1 year from me being hospital. After having been personally affected by this, I've spent more time researching a disease than anything ever before. There are hotlines so people can call and talk to. I learned that the best way to get over a bad day is to surround yourself with people who care but don't ask questions. When people start to talk about depression, I just try and bite my tongue and hold it back, because they assume that because you are taking medicine and talking to doctors that it's just going to go away. That's not how it works. And it won't disappear because you won't think about it, but it's always going to be there. And the more you try not to think about it, the more it'll be there pushing at you, telling you aren't worth it, and you're not perfect. Someone who has depression isn't going to be able to talk about how beautifully tragic it is. They aren't even going to want to talk about it at all. They're not going to talk to people because they don't want to burden those people with the responsibility of knowing. Some signs to help pick out depression: not sleeping, sleeping too much, hard to concentrate, feeling hopeless, like a failure, anger, aggression, reckless behavior, and thoughts that you aren't worth anything. I'd like to help people who don't understand depression. And to help those with depression, help them cope with it. It's a long journey to fight alone. It helps to know that you have someone who cares and will love you unconditionally, but there will always be there to push you harder. Having depression is tough, but I think it's 10 times harder to be a teenager and have depression. With being diagnosed with clinical depression, I know the ups, downs, and in-betweens, but I also know that God has a plan for me. Being in love with life is so important, but you need to be in love with yourself to truly enjoy a beautiful life. Life is a precious gift that shouldn't be taken early. God loves us all, and He will always love us because we are His children.